Welcome to the Late Night News. I'm Evelyn Matthew. These are the top stories we've been tracking today. Alagiri and Stalin, the DMK's double-barrel gun. Stalin's birthday message for his elder brother. High voltage action in Pennagaram. The Election Commission yet to decide on the date for the by-poll.
Be ready in a couple of days. After that, the full commission will decide.
The KK Nagar murder has been cracked. Who done it? A carpenter.
See, we knew the murder had been committed by somebody known to the person, the deceased.
And can your online chat history land you in trouble with your spouse?
It's scary because these kind of things, these emails that are out on the electronic media.
Posters and cutouts of MK Alagiri today dotted most roads in Tamil Nadu. The Union Minister and Southern Tamil Nadu strongman's 59th birthday was replete with the customary succession wishes of his followers, despite his younger brother MK Stalin inching closer to the throne. But how about both the siblings working together as a double-barrel gun? Our political reporter Shabir Ahmed has more.
The temple town of Madurai was the center of celebrations for MK Alagiri's 59th birthday. Southern Tamil Nadu is seen as his stronghold. Huge billboards lined up the city's roads, showcasing Alagiri as the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu. Some posters apparently sent a strong message to his brother, the DMK party's rising son, MK Stalin. This is my area, do not step in. Alagiri is the fertilizer and chemical minister in the Union Cabinet. But this poster reflects what could be his aspiration to return to the politics of Tamil Nadu, which could open a new front in the battle for succession. Keeping himself away from Delhi for a very long time, Alagiri has made it quite obvious that his heart lies in the state politics. However, the DMK leadership appears to be very cautious in dealing with the situation. This time around, most of the members of the first family of Tamil Nadu were at Madurai to be a part of his grand birthday bash. Well, the message was more or less the same. United we stand.
அன்று சொன்ன அதே கருத்தை இப்பொழுதும் இங்கு நினைவுபடுத்தி.
As the DMK strongman is pitching for powerful post in the party, there are mixed reaction among his loyalists.
ரெண்டு கண்ணா நினைக்கிறேன். இதுல யாரு நம்ம குறிப்பிட்டு சொல்ல முடியும்? எனக்கே புரியல.
எங்களுடைய எதிர்பார்ப்பு மத்தியில அவர் பிரதமரா வரணும். மாநிலத்துல தளபதியார் முதலமைச்சர் ஆகணுன்றதா எங்களுடைய கோரிக்கை.
அதாவது இங்கே மேலும் இன்னும் தமிழ்நாட்டு மக்களுக்கு மேலும் செம்மையாக செயல்படுவார் என்ப நம்பிக்கையோடு அவரை வரவேற்கிறோம்.
Sources close to Alagiri say that he is waiting for the right opportunity to make a comeback into state politics. Many supporters believe it will probably be the 2011 Assembly elections. In Chennai, with camera person Damodaran, Shabir Ahmed for NDTV Hindu.
Our executive editor Sanjay Pinto joined us earlier with his perspective.
Evelyn, when people talk of power sharing in Tamil Nadu, one's mind immediately goes to the DMK and the Congress and their equation and how that's going to pan out in 2011. But clearly, much before 2011, Karunanidhi has to grapple with another sort of power sharing between his two sons, MK Stalin and MK Alagiri. For the moment, it seems that the two brothers have actually decided to kiss and make up. There's no longer the red rag, there's only the white flag. You saw that very, very significant statement by MK Stalin talking about a double-barrel gun of the DMK and that it's ready to fire in 2011. But this is on the surface of it. As you rightly asked me that question, is this only for occasions? Well, to answer you directly, both the brothers have not left any occasion, no stone unturned to actually use birthdays, anniversaries, marriage functions to actually bring about, to break bread together and put on this facade of unity. Whether this is going to last, that's $1 billion question. We do know for a fact that Aragiri has been quite miffed. In fact, he felt, at least initially, that he was sidelined at the center. Although Karunanidhi tried to do that King Solomon formula, he was sidelined at the center, and during that process, MK Stalin was almost unofficially, it led to his unofficial coronation when he was elevated to the post of Deputy Chief Minister. But a lot of senior DMK leaders say that the two brothers have in fact worked out some kind of a compromise formula. They say that Aragiri is actually looking at becoming the party chief in a post-Karunanidhi scenario, leaving Stalin to take care of the administration should the DMK return to power. So clearly the DMK has in the past, ever since that that bloody war of succession which manifested itself after that controversial survey about Karunanidhi's successor broke out, both the brothers have in fact taken efforts to ensure that all is well, at least to project the DMK as a party that believes in unity and adversity.
Even as hectic activity is underway in Pennagaram, the Election Commission has decided to keep on hold the announcement of the actual election dates. The Chief Election Commissioner, Naveen Chawla, has said that the final electoral rolls for the bypolls will be announced on Monday, but the decision on when to hold the bypolls has not been taken yet. Naveen Chawla said that the allegations of irregularities in the voters list has not yet been brought to his notice officially, and that the Election Commission will probe into the matter if the Chief Electoral Officer Naresh Gupta decides to take note of the allegations.
Let the rolls be ready in a couple of days. After that, the full commission will decide. This is for the district magistrate, the DEO to look into it, and the CEO. I have not received any such complaints, but if there are any, the lists are being looked into, and I'm sure that whatever objections may have been raised by some people would be looked into by the district electoral office.
The police in Chennai say they have found the killer of a 45-year-old woman who was stabbed in KK Nagar a fortnight ago. The man held is a carpenter who regularly visited her house.
A carpenter by profession, Anand Venugopalan of Tenapet was arrested for the murder of Kala. The suspect, who was involved in betting and facing debts, asked for 10,000 rupees from Kala. When she refused, he stabbed her and fled with 18 sovereigns of gold from her residence and sold it for 2 lakh rupees.
See, we knew the murder had been committed by somebody known to the person, the deceased, and we started shortlisting all these people.
Police say their investigation was focused on visitors to Kala's house in the absence of her husband and led to the arrest of Anandan. During interrogation, he confessed to killing Kala.
But there are loopholes in this theory. Senior police officials had earlier claimed that all of Kala's jewels were intact and nothing was stolen. But now they say it's a murder for gain.
No, that is because the husband, he did not report anything initially. So he said he'll confirm it later.
But the police have not shown Anandan to the news media. They say he was picked up from the island guest house at Saidapet on Friday. Police said he was produced before a local court in Chennai, which remanded him to judicial custody for 2 weeks. In Chennai, with Raja Singh and Salim, Shabir Ahmed for NDTV Hindu.
Earlier, P. Shakti Velu, the Joint Commissioner of Police South Chennai, spoke to us about the investigation of the case.
Yeah, you see, from the beginning, the police has to take all angles of investigation very seriously. Though initially the people said it could be personal motive, we realized it could be a case of a murder for gain. So our main focus was on that line. About 10 teams were pressed into action. We were eliminating one after the other. After some time, we could get whatever possible way of finding out the case. See, we knew pretty well this has been committed by somebody who is in dire need of money. Who could be that person who was in need of money? And who is that known person who had perpetrated this particular heinous crime? In that angle, we were considering all the contacts, whoever had access to the house, like their friends, relatives. Then gym was one area where we had a strong suspicion. then all those people who have access to the house, like small work, like plumbers, watchmen, drivers, etc., etc. So that took a lot of time because we were to interrogate so many people. So one after the other, some people were not available immediately for your interrogation. So it took some time. Finally, when we could not find anybody involved in this, in the close proximity of time, we went back for some time, like 1 year, 2 years contacts. Though then only we came to know that this particular accused, Anandan, was involved in this case. Through our sustained interrogation and interrogation of various people and investigation, we could locate this particular person. That's why it took some time.
This is the Late Night News. We'll be back in a moment.